all over the country. The March for Life is something where, over the years, millions of people have braved the elements, the cold weather in Washington, D.C., to speak for those who can't speak. And one of those who does that beautifully is the founder and president of Live Action, LILA Rose. Live Action, by the way, is a nonprofit human rights organization that's dedicated to ending abortion and protecting the right to life. And Live Action News is constantly reporting and exposing stories that the mainstream media refuses to cover. LILA Rose, you're one of the great warriors for life, and it's an honor to talk to you today here on the Mike Gallagher Show. How are you?
Hi, Mike. I'm very well, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
You better believe it, because what a big day, the March for Life, the 44th annual, and the people in Washington, D.C. who are marching undoubtedly have a renewed sense of hope and optimism on behalf of the millions and millions of unborn lives at stake with the election of Donald Trump, do they not?
Yes, I mean, President Trump has made these pledges that were extremely powerful as part of his campaign to stop funding Planned Parenthood, to appoint pro-life justices, which are really constitutionalists, to the Supreme Court, to reverse the Mexico City policy or reinstate the Mexico City policy to stop the international paying of money to abortion providers. So he's already started to do this work in office in just the first few days, and folks are really hopeful, especially because along with his pledges, he's appointed and surrounded himself with some really stalwart pro-life people, and it's looking up.
And one of the great encouraging conversations has been the possibility of defunding Planned Parenthood. Now, Planned Parenthood, despite the best attempts of abortion defenders to convince us otherwise, is one of the greatest abortion providers in the world. There's a big debate about whether or not taxpayers should give any money to Planned Parenthood. Well, Live Action, as I understand it, has unveiled an undercover video. Again, you guys have done such amazing work. I want to listen together to this particular undercover video, the audio of which is pretty revealing. Let's listen together.
Thank you for calling Planned Parenthood. My name is Can I assist you today?
Hi, I was hoping to make an appointment for prenatal care.
For what type of service?
Prenatal care, pregnancy care.
We don't have prenatal care here. Planned Parenthood offers abortion, so they don't offer prenatal care.
Okay, just abortions.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. We wouldn't provide any type of prenatal services here at Planned Parenthood.
We're not a prenatal care provider.
No, Planned Parenthood does prenatal care.
We don't offer prenatal care at Planned Parenthood.
We specialize in abortions.
We specialize in abortions. I mean, Lila, that's almost like a Hollywood script written by somebody with a great pro-life agenda. You can't make this up. I mean, that's what...
We can't make it up.
You can't make it up. The defenders of Planned Parenthood always say, oh, no, all they do is offer prenatal care. So tell us about that little bit of video we heard.
Sure. So that video is a series of calls and in-clinic visits we made at 97 Planned Parenthood facilities in 41 affiliates. So we went to every affiliate in the country that's like conglomerate of other Planned Parenthoods that we could legally record in. And we wanted to test one of their talking points, which was that when they're trying to get their taxpayer money and trying to win over public support, they say that they provide all of these healthcare services and that women need them and millions of women rely on them. They've said that about mammograms, and they were outright lying, and we proved that a few years ago, and we've been proving that since, that they provide 0 mammograms, and they say that about prenatal care. They say that women need Planned Parenthood for prenatal care. They list it on their website. They tweet about it. They say it in TV interviews. And so we thought, what do they really provide when it comes to prenatal care? Because the way that they talk to the public and to Congress, it sounds like they are all about providing these options and choices to women. So we started to unpack it by doing these calls, and it was striking that out of the 97 facilities that we called, 92 of them provided 0 prenatal care. And of the 5 that said they provided some, several of those said they weren't accepting new clients and they had to go elsewhere.
Wow. Well, there's nothing like the pesky truth to get in the way of a good narrative, right, Lila Rose?
Right. And a narrative that is going to cost them if they fail to, get that deceptive narrative ingrained in our minds, which they're trying to do through their advertising and marketing. That narrative is their ticket to $500 million taxpayer dollars every year.
Are you confident that President Trump will get that done?
You know, I was, hopeful. I'm very hopeful. I saw him, sign the Mexico City policy, put it into place with his executive order, which would stop the international funding of abortion providers from America. So that's really encouraging. I'm just going to take it one day at a time with this new administration, like the rest of the country, to see what happens. But I'm very, very, I have a lot of trust. I've never seen Trump, of course, in a position, this is his first political office he's held. But his VP, Mike Pence, is speaking at the march. He's going to be, and he has been, a stalwart defender of life, and he was one of the first to introduce legislation in the U.S. Congress when he was a representative in the House to stop funding Planned Parenthood. So